Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Bow 2-Light Bath Sconce. This is the 2013 46. Hubbardton says that this is a bath sconce, but you can use this anywhere. They just want to make sure that you know that this is robust enough finish-wise that it's going to be fine for a bathroom in damp areas like that. So, speaking of finishes, why don't we touch on something really quick. So you're going to notice the pull-down menu that shows you choose your finish is going to give you some limited finishes different than what you see on our finishes help guide. So let's say you are using this over a bathroom mirror or flanking on the sides of a bathroom mirror, but you want to put a semi-flush up over the on the ceiling, and you want that to be in the same finish, and you don't see it offered there. We can often do these bath fixtures that give you those limited finishes in custom finishes, and it would most likely be the outdoor coastal finishes. So if you want to scoot over to look at the finishes help guide, and way down in the bottom there's going to be a chart, and it's going to have all of those coastal finishes there, which mimic the indoor finishes pretty well. So I can often do it as a custom, not always, but most of the time. And how we would go about doing that is you would just drop me a quick email and say, I'm looking at the 2013 46, and I need it to be in coastal dark smoke or coastal bronze or something like that. And then I'm going to take that email, I'm going to send it through Hubbardton Forge's customs department, where they're going to give it the nod, hopefully, and come back to us with an answer, and then I'm going to send it over to you. Adds a little time and money, but we do customs here every day. It's just a big part of what we do. Okay, let's hop into the size of the fixture itself. And the measurements that Hubbardton has on their site is really going to be if you're mounting it this way. So you've got 20 inches high, and that's glass to glass, and then 5 inches wide. And the widest point of it is going to be this back plate, which is right there. Projection coming from the wall out is coming in at 5.8. I could see this being used in like a home theater too. It's got a cool deco look going on. You know, there's a lot of houses that were built in America around a lot of the older cities like New York City, Boston, places like that. And you've got these 1930s to 1940s, mid-40s houses that have kind of these cool deco bathrooms that people hopefully didn't rip out, and this would be awesome for that. Same deal with Los Angeles and any of those other places like that really grew up in the 40s and the 50s. Okay, and even the 60s too, this would be great too. Let's talk about glass really quick. It's using Hubbardton Forge's clear fluted glass, and the fluting is on the inside of it. You're going to be able to see your bulb, just kind of keep mind of that, and we're going to get big into bulbs in a second. As far as what you can put into this, you're limited for 2 60-watt incandescent bulbs. Okay, that's incandescent. And if you want to go LED, it's really up to you what you put into it. But I'm going to really get into, like I said, details on the LED stuff, because you want to use a specific bulb that's going to be able to work with putting the glass on. That's going to be very important. So let's also talk about a couple other quick things first. Let's talk about this back plate. This is 5.5 inches in diameter. It's going over your 4-inch junction box, which goes just like that. I want to show you more information about this and how we're going to do it. We're going to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So do that for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you details of the socket setup. It's going to show you how to put the glass on, but I'm going to show you that in a second. And it's going to show you good drawings of the back plate and how there's an interior mounting bracket right there that's going to go over your J-box. Okay, it's not very heavy. The mounting height on this is 10.2 inches, so it's obviously right in the middle, and it would be the same deal obviously there too. Okay, so let's talk about a couple things with bulbs and glass. So this is going to be coming with what's called a retaining tool, and it has a fluted end like that with little ridges inside, and it's going to be taking one of these. So this is a retaining ring, and it just hops in just like that. See, it takes the place of your hand trying to get into this glass to do all this. So I'm actually going to take this out. So we're going to put in, remember it's righty tighty lefty loosey, so now I'm actually going to go left, and I'm going to use it as a proxy for my hand to unloosen that retaining ring, and then I take it right off. So look how easy that was. So let's take this out, and there's the ring right there, and there's your nice piece of glass. And you notice that the bulb I have in this is called a T10. So this is a tubular light bulb. There's another bulb that Hubbardton also recommends that you can use with this, and that's going to be called a type B for boy. And we're going to look at that one next. Take all these things apart. Take that out. Take this out. Okay, so That one is the torpedo shape called a type B for boy. So you remember that all of this has to be able to be getting into this thing, right? So you need these longer, slender bulbs. I tend to like these. This is a 60 watt max. I haven't found these more than 60 watt. And this, actually, these T10 bulbs are used in exit signs. So you can find these all over the place. And I think I had a couple others running around in here too. Where's my other one? Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is the same bulb basically, and this is this porcelain socket if you ever wanted to check that out, what's inside of this. So these T10 bulbs, they max out at 60 watts for incandescent, and they also max out generally 60 watts equivalent for LED. I have sometimes, this one's actually a little longer, I have seen these out in the world about that long too. I don't know if it's a T12 or something like that, but you can look online. Google will be your friend in this case, and you can check that out. And even Amazon, these are a good place to get these bulbs, though I can find these in almost any hardware store I go into because it's used commonly in exit signs. So just remember that. You don't have to go online or go to any special store to get it. LEDs, obviously, they come in different color temperatures. If you're going to be using this in a bathroom, it's really important that you get it right on the color. And remember, you're going to be seeing the bulbs too. And these also come in frosted, but it's kind of up to you if you want to see a frosted bulb inside of this, because this actually looks pretty good. But I'm going to be able to see the filament. When you get into the color temperatures of the light, 2700 Kelvin is that super yellow light. That's like a setting sun or a dimmed down incandescent bulb. And remember, if you have this in a bathroom, it's going to be throwing light on you, which you are going to see in the mirror. So it's important to, figure that part of it out. Do you want a yellow light on you? Probably not. Do you want a super blue-white light on you, which is called daylight? That's a little bit of a misnomer. People think that the daylight LED bulbs are a nice warm glow. They're not. They're a blue-white light like a hospital waiting room light. That's 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Kelvin on that color scale. That is probably not what you're looking for as well. What you probably want is 3,000 Kelvin. And 3,000 Kelvin is the light that's coming down on me right now from the lights above us. These are just LEDs. People think they're incandescent when they come into our showroom, but they look great all over the place. Not only do they make the room look great because it's bathing the whole room in a nice warm glow, but they're going to make you look good when you're looking at the mirror at yourself. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I'll walk you through the whole thing, okay? So, guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.